up, Alex?
How are you,
Back
sir?
again. Let me get one.
How you
please.
doing?
Good, good, good.
Sure.
It's on you off today.
8 o'clock. That's it. Done deal, baby.
All right.
What are you doing today?
Man, I gotta go to my buddy's house real quick and then try to wrap it up. Call it a day, man. It's getting late. It's getting cold.
Yes. What's the temperature supposed to drop to? Like freezing mark
Jeez.
tonight, and then next week's supposed to go back up to the 60s. I think the weather's gonna get everybody sick one way or the other.
Yeah, I feel ya. All right, man. Take care.
Thank you.
One time for the camera. Tell them who you are and how long you been collecting comics for?
My name is Gerard Griffith. I've been collecting comics since I was a kid. I've been reading and then collecting to kind of like sell maybe for a good like 10 years.
Word. Yeah. Okay, and then you're a native New Yorker, huh?
Absolutely. Jamaica, Queens. Been in this house for a really, really long time. Own it, so I guess I love it.
Yo, what's not to love if you own it, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, let's get going then. Cool.
Especially with the stand signature right there. I mean, a great placement, by the way. Beautiful.
Can you believe it's on the list?
Especially looking at the value of this monster right here, which I guess we didn't even know was a monster, but
yeah.
it is a monster book. I mean, that book is selling for over $2,000.
And tell them about this book.
I mean, well, when you think about like classic covers, this may be one of the most classic Batman covers that you'll ever see. I mean, because of the iconic drawing of the Joker here, and because of the artist himself, Neal Adams. Neal Adams drew some incredible covers in general, but some incredible Batman covers. And many people might argue this is one of the top 2 or 3 Batman covers out there. But if you're a Joker fan, it's probably like the number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so not only is it just the cover, the grade itself of a 9.2, which is pretty amazing, and then the signature bumps it up even more, because I think this book is around the $2,000 range, not even counting the signature.
Damn.
So like, that was one of the things in looking at many of the books. Like, you can find prices on different websites and Go Collect and things like that. But finding like what the signature does to it is important. And also, since Neal Adams recently passed away, that signature becomes even more valuable on a book of this high grade. A good price, because I think the dilemma is like, you could take all of this and take it to a dealer, like a comic book dealer who has a comic book store or sells, or whatever. They're going to buy it all, but probably buy it at like 40 to 50% off. You know what I mean? And you'll get money, but you're not going to be able to get the value that you paid for it. Or you could try and sell it yourself. Do you or do I have the time to sell it ourselves? Maybe. But I do think that like you'll get more of either a close approximation of what you paid for it, or since the books have like gained a little bit of value, you may even break even. If we set up at a convention, right? We set up the table. A lot of your sales, or a lot of your big sales, are going to come from dealers who like leave their booth to come over to look at your stuff. They're going to see you as like oh wow, fresh meat, new material, like new books, new content, and maybe I can get over on this person. You know what I mean? And like throw a big swath of money at them and see if they will sell me their entire table or sell whatever. Now, I would say no to that, but like you can make a couple of key deals, but then also what you could do is you can also sell a big book like this that like, do you remember how much you paid for this book?
I want to say over 2K for sure.
Right. So, you know, if you paid over 2K, I feel like I just looked it up. And Go Collect, and there are always little apps that like show us what's what. But on Go Collect, so we go here and we go through the recent sale. First of all, if we had a, sorry, did I lose? Did I lose it? Oh, yeah. So a graded 3.5, the fair market value is $2,600. So.
That's just graded. That's without the Stan Lee sig.
Absolutely, and I've been forgetting that the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So $2,600 just for the book without the signature, and you say you spent over $2,000, including the signature.
Right. Yeah.
Right, including the signature.
It definitely wasn't over 22. I want to say it was 22, but it could have been 2K. I just can't remember. So. Let's just say that the signature, and this is the thing I think we need to, and I wish we could make this a part of the series. This is the part we would go to a trusted dealer that we know, like Mike at Royal Collectibles. If we went to him and asked him like, how much is a Stan Lee sig worth? Is it worth $250? Is it worth $500 extra? You know what I mean? Like you tack that on to the $2,600, but you would probably have to sell it to a normal person. You probably have to sell it for $2,600, right? The price without the signature. To a dealer's probably going to ask you to sell this to them for $2,000. You know what I mean? Which, yeah. So here we go. We have two first appearance of Deadpools, New Mutants 98s. One of them is Newstand and one of them is not Newstand. So you can see the Captain America 50-year rectangle down there. That book was sold at a comic book. That book was sold at a comic book store. The barcoded book was sold at a newsstand on a spinner rack. Again, more potential for damage. The books are exactly the same, other than the barcode and the Captain America picture. If we look at prices, and we also look at this thing called the pages. So this is an 8.5 with white pages. I mean, the pages are white, obviously, they look almost brand new, whereas this one is off-white to white, which means they're a little bit duller than the pure white pages. So here we are. You can see that it has New Mutants 98, Captain America right there, New Mutants 98 Newstand Edition. They call that a variant, which is interesting. So we click this guy right here. We go. We look at the 8.5. The 8.5 fair market value is $350. If we look at the newsstand, it is $500. So $150 extra for this book is $150, worth $150 more than this book, simply because of the little barcode. Just reposting and stuff.
So
yeah.
Absolutely, man.
What are you doing? there's like something on the ground. I guess they're all like,
I've never seen this before.
yeah, there's like little blue things on the ground. I bet there was like a performance and like,
That's hilarious. This is hilarious, man.
and even Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, yeah.
Oh, is that Key or Peele? There's Hellboy over there.
Oh.
David Harbour. I guess he wouldn't want to be called Hellboy. It's Stranger Things, right?
Stranger Things, that's right. Or what's
Gran
that?
Turismo now? I guess
Yeah,
it's Gran
whatever.
Turismo. I didn't see that movie. But...
Yeah.
Oh,
No, the
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, yeah.